Well, a big update is rolling out to Windows 10, and to help us understand some of the gaming improvements, we have a very special guest.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Jordan Silverthorne. Everybody, give it up for Jordan.
Jordan,
how's it
going, man?
Doing good.
Thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me on.
Yeah,
Of course.
Let's talk the fall creators update.
Yeah, I'm excited. But before we start, for people who don't know, what do you do here at Xbox?
So I'm in Xbox marketing.
Yeah.
So I kind of have a dual role. I handle a lot of the outbound marketing for the console updates that we do, and then also some of the PC stuff that we do as well.
Nice.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right, so let's dive right in. Let's talk about some of the gaming improvements that this new update brings.
Yeah, so this new update brings a lot of really neat improvements to gaming and kind of builds upon a lot of the stuff that we did back in spring with the first creators update. So the first thing is game mode. Now, game mode was a feature that we introduced in the creators update back in spring, but we've improved upon it with this one. We've tweaked some of the system resources that are available to systems running game mode, particularly for popular configurations, things with like 6-core and higher CPUs.
Nice.
You know, typically if you have like a really high-end gaming PC with a lot of cores, a lot of RAM, turning on game mode isn't going to get you a whole lot of improvement. Game mode is really designed for kind of lower to mid-end systems, and it's designed to give you better performance in gaming. So it's designed to give you more consistent frame rates and higher frame rates overall.
Nice. So it prioritizes the game.
Yeah, prioritizes the game. So whenever we first introduced the feature, in order to turn it on, it was a little interesting. You had to go into the system settings, and there was a switch for it there, but then you still had to go into the game bar and turn it on a title-by-title basis.
Interesting.
So one of the biggest improvements that we made is we made it really easy now to turn on game mode. So now whenever you bring up the game bar,
I'll step back a little
you'll
bit
notice we have this extra little icon here, and it's just a really simple switch for game mode. So it's just a one-click solution. Click it, turn it on, turn it off.
So is that on or off right there?
So that's on right there.
Okay.
That's off right there. Got the little.
So that sign means
the little.
I don't know. Yeah. I guess that's a stupid question.
So it makes it really, really simple.
Question is the one you didn't ask, Ethan.
Thanks, Ed.
Thanks,
Dad. That's my dad back there, you guys.
Now, the old way to turn on game mode is actually still here as well. So previously, you would have to click on this little settings icon, then you could go up here and say, use game mode for this game. If people are used to doing that, we kept that in here, but now the really simple way is just to turn it on right there in the game bar.
Nice.
Boom. Super
I love
quick.
it, man.
Yeah.
Love it.
While we're talking about the game bar, we've also made some improvements to mixer streaming with the game bar.
There we go.
Yes. So,
Ethan's happy.
yeah, mixer. We've done a couple of things here. First thing that we've done is now oh, sorry, that was game DVR. That is a different feature.
Got a nice clip in there. There you go.
Got a
Nice
little clip.
3-second clip. There you go.
Yeah. So now your mixer streams are going to load faster whenever you're broadcasting.
Okay.
Now, I'm not entirely sure because there we go. Loaded right up.
Wow.
Yeah, so definitely a faster situation there whenever you're first going to stream. You know, bring it up, hit that record icon, and it's going to come up faster. Another thing that you're going to see is bitrate changes are now going to happen smoothly. So previously, sometimes the screen would go black, or you'd have some stuttering, but now we've fixed that so that those bitrate changes are going to be nice and smooth whenever you're using the game bar to broadcast.
Awesome. And as a reminder, Win G for that game bar. That's all you got to press, right?
Well, and yes, Win G brings up the game bar, but another nice little tip, if you are in the middle of a lot of action, you want to just start broadcasting immediately, you don't have to do Win G. There's a separate little keystroke, which is Win Alt B, and that'll just start
Win Alt
broadcasting
broadcast.
instantly.
Ooh,
B for broadcast.
That's a tip, guys.
Yeah, that's a tip. So just kind of a
Sweet.
quicker way to get that process started, less clicks.
That's pretty quick.
Yeah.
I like it, man. I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
So accessible to like the average person that just wants to stream.
Definitely.
Get into it.
Yeah, that's the whole idea behind it is just, build that functionality right into Windows. No extra hardware required, no extra software required, just a few clicks and you're broadcasting.
And you're in there.
That's great.
Now, we've made some other improvements as well, and you're going to find all of these actually in the settings menu. So back, again, with the original Creators Update in spring, we added this entire section for gaming in the settings menu. And now we've added some more things here as well. So the first thing is, I'm going to come in here actually to the broadcasting menu. So this is where you're going to manage all the different settings that you can adjust as part of your stream. And one of the things that we have here now is a checkbox for broadcast game audio only. So this is really cool. Like if you, for example, have a browser window open, you're listening to some music, and you want everybody who's watching your stream to be able to hear that as well, then you can uncheck that box, and they're going to hear everything that's happening over
nice.
system audio on your stream.
Oh, does that work with like Discord? So you can hear your party?
Yeah. Yeah, that will. So checking this box is going to limit the broadcast audio that's coming over to just what's coming through the game. Now that's
Nice.
still separate from voice controls, so
Okay.
you can still turn on your mic separately as well as your camera. But now you basically have this option to choose whether you're going to broadcast game audio only or system-wide
Everything.
audio. So that gives you a
Nice.
little bit of options to be a little bit more creative with your stream that way.
And I think then you could. Oh, that's interesting. That might affect like some audio settings. Like I feel like you could use a little bit better audio equipment if you wanted, and still run it through this if you turn that off somehow. I don't know. I'm thinking out loud here. As
Yeah.
a streamer, because I'm gonna go home and play with this. I'm like thinking, what can I do to improve my setup here?
Yeah.
This is great.
So nice little tip right there. Just a simple little checkbox, but it can make a huge difference depending
Yes.
on how you want your stream to appear
That is
out to
awesome.
the world.
Nice.
Another thing that we have that's new while we're in here is the Xbox networking tool.
Nice.
So this is something that we've had on console for a long time.
Long time, yeah.
But now we brought it over to Windows. So you can see as soon as I clicked on that, I didn't have to do anything else. It just started doing some stuff. So
Right.
it's looking at the Xbox Live services. It's looking at my internet connection. It's looking at my ping, packet loss. It's basically trying to identify if there are any issues that are going to impact my multiplayer gaming performance. And the great thing about it is, if there is something that's impacting it, we've got this nice little button here that just says
Fix it.
Fix
fix
it.
it.
Which fixes it.
Nice.
Nice.
So I can hit that, and it's going to go out and do some things, try to resolve any issues that are preventing me from having a great experience online.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So convenient.
Having a dedicated networking button and then being able to see your settings and see your network performance and then being able to fix it. Super quick, one screen.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah,
That's great.
absolutely awesome.
is
So
so
you can
great.
see there, whenever I ran that the first time, it was giving me an error under NAT type.
Right.
I hit fix it,
Now
and
it's
now
moderate.
it's saying my NAT type is moderate.
Which is improved.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. So how much how impactful is this on your CPU, GPU, things like that? Like streaming through the game bar, I feel like it's pretty low CPU impact compared to like a typical broadcasting software.
You know what? I'm actually not sure how it compares to typical broadcasting
Okay.
software. I'm sure it's probably better since it is just built
Built
right in.
right in, yeah.
But the great thing is there's now an easy way to check exactly how all the different things that you're doing in your system can impact that, and that is the next tip that I have. Actually.
Oh, nice.
There you go.
So a lot of people are familiar with the task manager. A lot of people get to it by hitting Control-Alt-Delete and hitting the task manager. There's a simpler way to get to that as well. You can just hit, I believe it's Control-Shift-Escape. We'll also bring it up. Let's try that.
How did I not know that?
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I did
we-
not know after working here. And
So Control-Shift-Escape just brings it right up. And this view is probably familiar to a lot of people, but we've added something new, and that's we now have GPU right here in the task manager whenever you look at the performance tab.
Ooh, nice.
So previously we
ah.
had CPU, we had memory, we had disk, we had Ethernet, we had Wi-Fi.
But now you
Now we have GPU as well. So you can see I'm actually on a Surface Book that has the performance base. So I see not only my integrated Intel HD graphics on the processor, but I've also got my separate NVIDIA GPU down here as well. So I can take a look at those both independently, and I can see, like if I brought a game back up and I was running those, you would see those little graphs jump up
Jump
up. Yeah.
because the usage would jump
Right.
up. So it's a
Sick.
really nice, simple way to just be able to keep an eye on all the different things that are going to impact your gaming performance all right here in one spot.
Nice.
I love it, man.
All these
I love
settings
it.
are awesome, kind of proof that Microsoft is really putting gaming in the forefront, making sure that it's more accessible than ever if you're streaming on Windows or playing on Windows, that you
Yeah.
have the information that you need to kind of make sure it's the best experience possible. And I love that. I think
Exactly.
it's fantastic.
Totally.
Yeah.
So awesome. All right. So, and the update is coming out?
Yeah,
Or is
the
it-
update is out today.
Out today,
So,
nice.
Go into
Go
the
check it
system
out.
settings.
Go check it out.
Click on update, and check it out.
Awesome.
This has
Jordan,
been
thank you
great.
so much for
Yeah.
stopping
Yeah,
by
thanks
and
a lot.
Thanks for
showing us
bringing
these
me.
tips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think the most important tip that you can pull up Task Manager without
Honestly,
Control-Alt-Delete.
that's probably, I'm just going to go home and do that.
over
deal.
and over again.
Yeah.
Thank
All
you
right.
so much, man. That
Thank
is
you.
awesome.
All right, everybody, give it up for Jordan Silverthorne.
Thank you.
All right. Man, this is such a
Now I have two computers.
information-fueled episode. I love it.
Yeah, it is pretty great. And I hope you guys are taking notes.
Taking
because
notes,
I'm
'cause
not.
there will be a quiz next week. Just kidding.